Well, pirates. You know them, you love them, and they're, well, they're extremely popular. And one pirate, specifically, has become the cornerstone of gaming's pirate industry since the 1990s. And that is King K. Rool, King of the Kremlings. This giant, this big crocodile was the big bad nemesis of Donkey Kong until he was ripped away from existence. He, unlike many other Donkey Kong baddies, is usually after the horde of bananas that Donkey Kong keeps. K. Rool wants nothing more than to eat them for his own personal gain, but also eating the spoiled rotten, which, why? But anyways, K. Rool comes with a lot of essential gadgets, including his iconic blunderbuss, which not only shoots out literal cannonballs, but also, it does a lot of damage. Specifically because it can also just straight up vacuum things within it, and then allows him to reflect it back at the opponent. This big thing has a horn-like tip at the end, which is incredibly useful since it's used for shooting cannonballs. But that's not all. He also has this makeshift jetpack, which affected when he donned a mad scientist persona. Basically, he was really good at tinkering with gadgets, because he and his henchmen, the Kremlings, otherwise known as the Kremling crew, are incredibly savvy with different weapons as they are pirates. He also has an assorted array of. He donned a boxer persona as King Crusher K. Rool during one of the, and also gained himself a massive array of physical strength. There's also his crown, which he can throw like a boomerang in battle. He primarily uses this in Smash Bros, but he's shown using it in the games. His most powerful weapon and castle is the Blastomatic, which is a giant King K. Rool shaped laser that straight up can obliterate Donkey Kong Island and also Congo Bungo, which is in Donkey Kong Island. Why am I saying this? I say this because of how much power it takes for this to specifically blow up this respective literal island. The Blastomatic can destroy Donkey Kong Island, which using scaling with help from assistance, I fact check and I make sure it doesn't do the work for me, is around 43 gigatons of TNT, aka island level, which is incredibly impressive considering the fact that K. Rool himself can sort of match this power. For reasons that involve that of me not having played the game, not being sure if it is actually canon to the story or not, I'm not using King of Rods, aka Bonanza K. Rool when he gets his hands on the Banandium root, which kind of allows him to literally summon anything he wishes, literally allows him to summon anything he wishes. When it comes to his speed, we're gonna have to look. This over here shows K. Rool literally leaving the Earth within 5 seconds. Well, kind of. They're leaving the exosphere of Earth, which scaling to old research I did, scales into about Mach 5000, which is massively hypersonic. I'll do a recheck after this recording just to make sure. Some notable weaknesses of K. Rool's include the fact that his arrogance can work against him in a lot of times. His cleverness and intelligence isn't used all that much, and he literally underestimates his opponents a lot. At the very least, until he gets put on the back foot, which is then either when it's too late to get serious, or when he actually gets serious in a fight. It depends on who he's up against. He's usually up against those who are genuinely some of the biggest threats he's fought, like Donkey Kong. He doesn't usually fight anyone else other than this. Other than that, that's all I got for the Kremling King. Tune in next time to see his opponent, Ganondorf Dragmire, the Demon King from Legend of Zelda.